Time to go back down to the range and welcome out the two gold medal contenders.
This week, and they were excellent. With on target number 1, Bayley Sargeant-Buden. And on target number 2, from Luxembourg, Mariya Shkolna. The judge in the match is Clement Cesar. And on target number 2, Mariya is starting to shoot first.
So there we have it, 24-year-old Bayley Sargeant-Buden from Croatia, the world number 9, going up against Mariya Shkolna from Luxembourg, another Luxembourg athlete, 25 years old, world number 14. Sargeant-Buden won the silver medal here at this competition back in 2019. There's a silver for Shkolna in Veronica's Cup in 2017. She's also started this season well with a silver at the first leg of the European Grand Prix in Lillehammer just a few weeks ago. And it will be the Luxembourg archer to get us underway.
Mariya 9.
I don't know if you've noticed this, Kareem, but this is actually a very interesting setup on the field with two coaches that are actually related. Bayley Sargeant-Buden is being coached by her husband, Buden. And then on the other side of the coach's box is Domagoy's dad. He's the coach of the Luxembourgish archery team. So this is pretty much a family competition.
A family affair. I hadn't spotted that it was Domagoy's dad behind Shkolna.
Bayley 10. Mariya 9.
And like you said, Mariya has had a very good beginning of her season. I think she wasn't in the top 4 in Antalya at the World Cup, but she was in the top 8 if I'm not mistaken. I at least remember seeing that she shot really well there as well. Podiumed in Lillehammer. So yeah, for sure, having a really great season so far, and I'm sure she wants to pull that through to the end.
Yeah, I'm sure she will want to do that. There's a couple of things to mention there. Let's go back to the family thing. There's going to be a running theme on that, so a little bit of a teaser for later on. There's very much a family story going on in one of the matches later. But Bayley Sargeant-Buden used to compete for Great Britain, didn't she? She's British born.
Yeah. I think after her marriage, she decided to represent Croatia instead. So now she is shooting as a Croatian.
Mariya was second.
We're all square at 28 apiece.
Round, she was too strong for Anna-Marie Alfredsdottir in the 1-8. In the quarters,
these two came through from the start of the competition as the leading archers. Bayley Sargeant-Buden shooting a 692 in the ranking round to be ranked first, to Shkolna's 690, which put her second rank.
Second end.
Sargeant-Buden came through Šinderova of Slovakia before beating Tonas in the semi-finals. Shkolna's beaten Merlin, her teammate, before taking out the Italian Natale. But they're all square here as we go into the second end.
Mariya 10.
You can just hear the rain coming down on the umbrellas and tents.
Bayley 10. Mariya 9. Bayley 9.
It's interesting to see that the archers are not too phased by the inclement weather, but they're actually just you know, trying to do their thing and not too cramped up or not too you know, scared of it. So that's, I think, the best approach to do it.
Faring better than perhaps some of our
Very
equipment
nice.
out there.
Yeah.
Well, they both finished with a 28 in that, and so they're
56,
being
that
consistent,
means
the pair of them. Can't
third,
really see
Mariya
any
will start to shoot on
particular
target 2
swing in
again.
momentum here at the moment. Like you say, both of them competing at a very high level, especially given these conditions. I mean, it's even tricky for the spectators out there by the looks of things.
Yeah. It's it's only the real fans of archery are standing in the stands over there, I think, at the moment.
Both archers, then you can say that they are.
Well, good job we're bringing it to you live
competitive to each
on
other.
YouTube, where you can sit
Because Bayley had a 146
under the cover from the rain here.
Mariya.
Like I say, right in the centre of this beautiful country, Slovenia.
Bayley had a 144 and Mariya had a 146. So confirmed on target number 2.
So
Mariya
all
will
square
start
still,
shooting.
both shooting exactly the same as each other in terms of not only the scores, but also the order of the arrows they're shooting in. Very high standard between Shkolna and Sargeant-Buden. Start of end number 3, and we'll stick with Mariya Shkolna to shoot first.
Mariya 10.
Seems really at ease at the moment. I think she's done quite a lot of competition shooting so far already this year, and it seems like she's just in her comfort zone, standing here in the finals venue.
Bayley 10.
Although Bayley is not looking any more stressed than Mariya is. It's just that Mariya looks I don't know, very relaxed, very calm.
Mariya 10.
Yeah, very, very much so. And the pressure, obviously, of a gold medal match brings its own intensity. But what's it like being in your first, with your first chance of taking gold? There's a bit of additional pressure here for the pair of them.
Bayley 10.
Yeah, I mean, before somebody wins a competition, it's always gonna be their first time, right? So, some would say it's arguably easier to win the first time, because then you don't have to defend your title or be like a recurring winner, or so. There might be added pressure if you've won it before, compared to if you haven't. But that might be a bit of a stretch.
I think that at some point
9.
one of these two will get close to the
29,
finishing line, perhaps with a slight lead, and that's when we'll see how that pressure of a first senior gold will
Likes that
affect these archers. Now, what was going on there? Was it that there was something going on with
from the other one?
playing with the sight? What's this, Chef?
Yeah, I think this is I don't know the English. Is it a bellow, maybe?
It's a great English word, Chef. Yes, it is a bellow.
And it's so that if you blow in your scope, you get condensed, so like it will fog up.
On target 2.
And if you use a bellow, then it doesn't, because there's no humidity in that air, or no different humidity. So you need to blow out the droplets, but if you use your breath, then it will fog up.
There you go.
And one arrow, the 9.
Well, it makes sense when someone explains it to you. So clearing out the droplets from the sight using that little puffer, or bellow, as Chef suggested, showing off his amazing dexterity around the English language.
I do my best.
Danke. So all square between Sargeant-Buden
Gold
and
medal.
Shkolna. Croatia versus Luxembourg. Well, I say that now. It looks like that 9 at the end for Shkolna was marked up to a 10. It was indeed. And for the first time, we'll see Sargeant-Buden shooting first.
Bayley 10.
It's quite a long shot, but you cannot really get it much closer to the middle than that.
Mariya 9. 95, 95.
Another long hold.
9, Bayley.
Yeah, we don't see the clocks from where we're sitting, but I can only imagine that that was close to the time limit.
8, liner 9 for Mariya. Ten, Bayley.
This could be a big turnaround here. Sargeant-Buden came into the end 1 down.
9, Mariya. 29 for Bayley and 26, maybe 27 for Mariya.
Yeah, this is a thing. 26 or 27. So
That would mean
My maths is right.
unofficially that Bayley
she's on
is now taking
112
1 point,
potentially.
maybe 2 points in the lead with 1 end to go.
So this measure for the first time absolutely critical now in the match, going into the final end with just 3 arrows each per archer. The score here is critical. Chef, we saw a couple of long holds there from Bayley Sargeant-Buden. Is that conditions perhaps?
The 8 is
Yeah, I
a
think so.
9, ladies and
It
gentlemen.
might be
The
conditions,
team
or it's
Bayley is 114,
you know, just
Mariya is
nerves and
113,
getting
with
that
1
pressure
end
of getting
to
the win,
go.
like you said.
Bayley leading by 1 point.
And
Mariya
it's also
starting to
it's
shoot
cold
on
over there.
target
It's
2.
I think in Slovenia right now it's 12 degrees and very rainy. So then your fingers get cold, your muscles get cramped, and that will result in a bit of a longer hold at times.
Well, it was a big turnaround, coming from a point behind to take a point lead into the final end. Sargeant-Buden will shoot second. Shkolna has to put down some big arrows to put some pressure on her
Mariya.
opponent, and starts with a, looks like a 10 liner there.
Ten, Bayley. Eight, Mariya.
Well, that one's gone very high. This has opened up a big opportunity now for Sargeant-Buden. This is a potentially pressure relieving arrow if she can get it into the 9 or 10.
10, Bayley.
Called a 10 in venue.
Yeah, and I think the last arrow, Henk, the announcer, he was really
10,
confident that it was an
Mariya.
8, but from where I'm sitting, I think the judge might need to take a look at that. So
If you're right,
the
that's
score
a
might
one.
not be completely.
Yeah, exactly. We'll have to wait on that one.
9.
And going into the 9 there for what looks like a 143. I think even with a bit of a change in 1 or even 2 arrows here, I think we can probably confirm that Sargeant-Buden's taken this one, Chef.
Yeah, I think so too. Although I would like to see the confirmation of the judge first on this one.
Well, we do wait. I don't know that Sargeant-Buden will be pretty confident here that she's taken her first ever senior world ranking event gold medal here at the Veronica's Cup. 114, 113, the scores on top of the targets at the moment. That was at the end of, or the conclusion of the 4th end.
But all 3 arrows are very, very close.
Yeah. So, are you going to call any of them?
Not this time, no.
Currently marked as a 10-8-10. So, it's confirmation that the 2 10s are correct. And there we now have confirmation of the win for Sargeant-Buden. I think we pretty much suspected that that would be the case.